This nation should commit itself to achieving the goal
Tranquility Base here.
What? Okay, good enough. What?
Up.
Drive up.
Drive up.
That's it.
Good lift, Shirley.
Good job.
Good job.
Come on, Gio. Go, Gio. What? Hey, Gator. What?
You do it!
Come on, Gio. Oh, up. Get up. Press. Wrap.
Good job. Good job.
Press. Back. Come on, G. Press. Get up.
Good job.
Back.
Okay, good man. Nice
Good,
job.
Gio.
All right, good lift.
Down.
Good lift for Shirley.
Down. Easy. Come on.
Yeah!
What's up, everyone? It's your boy, the cameraman. I'm back with the boss lady, Shirley Simon. No green screen. Forest.
This is the real park.
Yeah, there's a forest behind us.
Change of scenery. Ready to talk about our powerlifting meet recap.
Yes, very first one.
Very first
It's
one.
done.
Real quick, as we've said before, we competed in the WNPF, which is the,
World Natural Powerlifting Federation.
yes, we wanted to, you know, touch on it being our first experience and how,
Yeah, how the
Right.
meet was run.
yeah,
And like the overall experience of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are 3 words to describe the experience you had at the meet?
me, rough,
Rough.
tiring,
Yeah.
and fun. I mean, it was a long day. We were there at 9:45 a.m. and we didn't get done until it was probably the last lifting was done around 5:30.
Yeah.
And then there was, like, you know, the awards after that, which we stayed for. It was a very long day of lifting, and that was the tiring part. Of course, you know, everyone knows you're lifting like heavy weights, so it's tiring. And in that sense, that's why it was rough. At the same time, I had a great time. I had a lot of fun.
And it was
Yeah.
great to get out there and meet other people that, you know, that's what they do. Like the
Share
other
that
powerlifters.
passion.
Yeah, it was great to see the people supporting them, people supporting us, and just to compete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
so-
test the training, to test mental strength, physical
Yeah.
strength, you know, all of that. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was like nothing I had ever experienced before
Yeah.
or felt before, and I really loved it. Like, makes me hungry for more.
Yeah,
So everyone who asked, are we going to do this again? Fuck yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, I felt that it was, you know, very professional. It was run really well. The workers, the judges, the people running everything, everybody. Very encouraging and
Yeah.
motivating and supportive of all the lifters. The meet was run professionally. You know, I felt it was a great experience walking into a meet that was run great, had great people, and was supportive.
Limit was 65 lifters, and there were 65 lifters
lifters.
there. Everyone knew what they were doing. It was all laid out before, and there was no like hitch in it.
Yeah.
When they said
It
something
just
was going to
went.
happen, that's what happened. Vibe was great. A lot of people were cheering. A lot of the lifters were having fun. Like, I was talking to a lot of people. There was one person that I was going toe to toe with, and we were constantly, like, you know, pushing for one another. So it was like that kind of environment. It was really fun.
We met a lot of people,
Yeah.
connected with a lot of people, talked with a lot of people, you know, in between lifts. So that made for a great experience.
My name was butchered several times. I will say that. During my first squat attempt, I had no idea I was up. Luckily for me though, I was hanging out right next to the announcers, so I was able to squat in time. But
Yeah. I mean, that's okay.
Yeah,
You know, that type of stuff
I'm
happens.
sure that
like,
kind of stuff is
that's not a
normal.
big deal. It was a lot of fun.
What was your day of like?
Well, we did that water cut.
Yeah,
My water cut didn't go as smoothly as yours did,
as planned.
or as
No.
planned, and
didn't.
that's okay because for both of us it was a learning experience. We know how it feels, we know what to do, we know what we're going to do differently next time.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't regret any of it.
No.
The day leading up to the weigh-in and the day of the weigh-in, I was still, you know, not at the weight that I needed to be, so I had to take some extreme measures. I was very dehydrated and my body was under that stress. I weighed in, I made weight, and I was, like you, able to rehydrate and eat and get back up to almost my normal weight. That affected my performance the day of. I missed a 285 squat, I missed a 145 pound bench, and I missed a 335 deadlift, all of which I should have been able to make. The water cut and the stress on my body and the dehydration definitely affected my performance. I was a little bit disappointed, but I still had fun. You know,
Yeah.
moral of the story is I still had fun even though I missed lifts. I had such a good time.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, damn, I can do this differently. And, you know, it was such a learning experience.
I've had experience with weight cuts.
Mm-hmm.
I've only done it a specific way, and that's how we attacked this weight cut.
Right.
And like she said, she had a difficult time during the weight cut.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't go as smoothly as it should have. Because I had gone through the process before, we were able to get Shirley where she needed to be and do so in a relatively safe way. It
Yeah.
did get a little
It was
extreme, but
towards
only at the
end.
very end.
Yeah.
Definitely no certification on how to perform a weight cut. There's no certification on a water cut, I'll tell you
No.
that much. That's what I was trying to tell Shirley. I already knew that the week of, I was like, I know this is gonna suck. I already know because I've been through it before.
Yeah.
And I was trying to prepare myself mentally for the suck that was going to happen, that was going to occur.
I know my body and I know how I perform, and it definitely affected me that day of the performance.
Yeah.
And I'm able to say that. That's, you know, that's what it
Yeah,
was.
that's just what it
Like
is.
I said, I miss lifts. I can't get down on myself about that. I just
Yeah.
have to, you know, do better next time, learn from this.
We have to get better.
Yeah.
Saturday, you know, we were at the end trying to make weight. Shirley was still trying to make weight. I had just made weight. That was a little nerve-wracking. Miscommunication with my mother, who was supposed to arrive Saturday morning,
Yeah.
but arrived Sunday morning,
The day of our meet.
the day of the meet. There was some stress on top of the stress I was going through, aside from trying to help Shirley with the remainder of her weight cut. We completed the weight cut, we both made weight, we started eating and drinking. I was able to rehydrate back up to my original weight within like 5 hours.
Mhm.
That was okay. However, the night of, I wasn't able to sleep. For some reason or another, I could not sleep. I probably slept about 3 hours that night, the night before the meet. I was completely exhausted. Morning of, I was also completely wired out of my mind. I took a couple caffeine pills. I remember going through my first squat and just, like, I was amped. I felt like I was about to play a football game. I had a whole bunch of energy. I still felt tired at the same time, if that makes sense to you guys. Didn't know what to do. I was real excited. Like Shirley said, the energy was great. The people were great, and I was just like, I just couldn't wait to like do something. The lack of sleep, I felt really affected my performance. I had 2 missed lifts. I was upset, you know, because those were lifts that I should have nailed based on my training. And I still think about it because I'm like, fuck, if I would have just gotten some sleep, you know, it is what it is. Like, things like that just happen. That was my experience the day of. Yeah, I was like stressed out, and I was just like, whatever, we're here, we're gonna do it. Yeah. Fuck it. To recap my meet, I missed 2 of my lifts. I went 7 for 9. Shirley went 6 for 9. We both left weight on the bar, like meaning to say there was weights that we felt we should have hit, especially when you take into consideration the training we had, the prep we had, because it all went well. Like all that went without a hitch, and we were doing great. We didn't perform as well as we had hoped. However, we both had a great time because, again, we both did this all on our own. First time doing it. We did have help from a couple of people the day of or leading up to the event. A couple of people did reach out, help us out. We're grateful for that. You know, it was learning experience. There are things that we will do different next time because we did it this way. Yeah. Just hoping to improve on the prep, improve on the weight cut if that's what we choose to do, improve on the day of, like the things we did, improve on choosing a second and third attempt. You know, just getting better at the little things. Yeah. It's all about the experience, and I had a great time. We're owners of our own gym, and we train people and coach people. We're going to continue to do that, and we need to know what it feels like. We need to go through it. If something is wrong, we need to know how to handle it or push through it. You know, we're kind of the guinea pigs in the sense, if something goes wrong, it should be on us. Yeah. Even though that means not hitting a lift or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, I know how it feels now. You know how it feels now. Yeah. So that's why we did what we did. Yeah. And that's why still having that mental like outlook on it, like I had so much freaking fun. Definitely jumped into the meet head first. Head first. We were in charge of the prep. We were in charge of the weight cut. We wanted to get the full experience. We wanted to see what it was, the crash course, so to speak. Yeah. And we wanted to see what it was like. That's what we did. I mean, in retrospect, should we have cut weight for our very first competition? No. Probably not. Should I have dealt with picking up my mother the day before or the day of? No, I should have not. Should I have slept? Yes, I should have. A lot of things that we were able to control, we did. But again, there's always stuff that's out of your control. And, you know, we tried to prepare for that the best we could. But it was a great learning experience. This was our first meet, and we are definitely going to be doing more. We've already been looking for some to do. Yeah. You gotta go through it. It's experience. That's my perspective, is like Shirley was just saying, for us being trainers, being gym owners, like fitness in general, it is important that we go through these things so we can relate, so we can get better at what we do, which is the point of all of it. Yeah. You can't just read or watch what other people do and be like, yeah, like that was cool, like, and then try to teach it to somebody else. Like, we're going to go through what we're going to teach to somebody else. We practice what we preach. We practice what we fucking preach. And we put our money where our mouth was for this powerlifting meet. Exactly. At the end of the day, we did it for ourselves. This is what we love to do, and we want to get better at it. And at the same time, we also did it for our business. Yeah, we did it for the business, we did it for the brand we're trying to create, and we did it for future clients who might come in and let's say they want some coaching or to do some powerlifting. There's more to it than just reading about it. Right. There's more to it than just getting a certification. Powerlifting, again, is what we love to do. Like, I love to lift weights. Shirley loves to lift weights. We love to be competitive. We love to get stronger. We love to set new goals for ourselves. You're never going to reach your end, you know, where you can't learn anymore or you can't do anymore. You know what I'm trying to say. You're always learning, you're always improving. There's always a new goal that you should be chasing. For us, our biggest goal is in fitness. At the end of the day, if you know, if you're not trying to get better at what you do, you need to really think about it, what it is that you do.
Exactly.
Because everybody should be trying to learn. Everyone should be pushing their limits on whatever it is that they do, trying to get better. We should all aspire to become better, no matter where we are.
Yeah. Nice one, G.
Thanks. So for all you people out there that are thinking about doing their first powerlifting meet now, there are a couple tips. I would say the biggest thing would be to stay hydrated during your meet.
Yeah, the week
Yeah,
of,
the
like,
week
make sure
of.
you're getting sleep.
Bring snacks. I
Yeah.
mean, it goes by fast.
Yeah, like, am I hungry? Am I not hungry? Like,
Yeah.
should I drink water? Should I not? Like,
You do have time
to eat.
to like eat a couple things
To
or
drink,
snack on some stuff. Take your time.
You are excited, you're nervous, you might feel a
Yeah.
little sick. I know I felt a little sick before I stepped on and did my first squat. I was like, am I gonna throw up or pass out? I don't know. And then you go bench and you're like, okay, well, let's do it.
Try not to be overly excited.
There's so many things going through your head and there's so much nerves and excitement at the same time. You know, there's just so many things.
Just don't want to burn yourself out because you got a long day ahead of you. If you're doing it by yourself, try to bring someone with you for just a second pair of eyes.
A first time lifter going into a competition, your first time, you don't know what's gonna happen. You just, you have to prepare as best as you can. And even though you're prepared, you're really not.
You're still not
You're
ready.
still not.
You're still not.
You're not prepared for how you feel like after you've done squats. You're like, fuck, I'm tired.
When I was lifting, the weights were moving, but they felt heavy. It felt hard. So I had no idea how to gauge if I was lifting well or not. That's where you came in. You were telling me, oh, well, it moved fast or it looked good.
Yeah. And it's just something you have to experience and just prepare as well as you can.
Like having someone there as a second set of eyes is like a really good thing to do if you can. Like someone just to help you out a little.
It's like if you're preparing for something like that or thinking about doing a powerlifting meet, or just fucking go for it, because there's no right time. Like you're never going to be 100% ready. It's like you just have to go do it. Just have to go through it.
You know, no amount of reading, no amount of advice you get is going to get you 100% ready for a powerlifting meet. It's really fun.
Yeah.
That's our meet recap. Appreciate you guys taking your time to watch all this. And until the next one, peace.
See you in the next video. That was that.
That was that.
Hello, we're still here. My
Wait,
camera shut
how
off.
much of that was filmed?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, there's a spider.
Yeah.